It's snowing in Foxborough. It really feels like football weather, but the New England Patriots season is over, but there's still plenty to talk about. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. We're going to answer all of your...
It's a very depressing start there, Sierra.
It really is, but it's snowing. It feels like we should be getting ready for a game, but instead we're talking about pressing off-season topics.
Sure.
And obviously the number one topic at the top of that list is Tom Brady. Really, we're going to talk about what's the likelihood of him returning to the Patriots and how that would be able to happen. What do the New England Patriots what should they be willing to do, and what should they be wary of?
Yes, I really think that this is not the Patriots should not be actively looking to re-sign Tom Brady take, right? This is not what I'm trying to say. But what I am trying to say to you is that no matter which way you slice it, and we're all Tom Brady fans here, he had his worst season probably since he's turned the page to MVP candidate every single year from young quarterback on the rise. Now he's in the stage of his career where we expect him to play at an MVP level every single season that he takes the field, and this year was his worst year of the Pro Football Focus era. His passing grade of 77 was the lowest it has ever been since they started tracking these things in 2006. The NFL also has a fancy stat called completion percentage above expectation, which is a fancy model that looks at what his completion percentage should be relative to the throws that he is making. Tom Brady was 26th out of 30 quarterbacks in that stat, sandwiched between Mitchell Trubisky and Daniel Jones in completion percentage. Tom Brady. So you look at that, you look at the fact that his big-time throws are down, those big wow throws that make your jaw drop, those are down. His turnover-worthy plays this season were up. Listen, there's a lot of context about the supporting cast that needs to go into this discussion, but the point of the matter is that Tom Brady did not have a great season by his standards last year, and signing him to a long-term contract going into his age 43 season is something the Patriots should be wary of.
And I do think that Tom Brady at this point in his career, you did mention, obviously statistically his worst season, but for all that he's done for this organization, he does a little bit earn the right for the Patriots to take a little bit of a chance, kind of extend a lending hand. For all the years that he's taken a significant pay cut, maybe it's time for the Patriots to throw him a bone for 1-2 more years, because he's earned that right for all he's done for this organization. But there are other teams who might be willing to pay him a much
Tom Brady
prettier
might be
penny.
willing to listen.
Right, they might be more willing to shell out some big bucks. And what are those teams that you're looking out for?
Well, if I'm Tom Brady, I have to look at two things, right? You got to look at the family situation and where I'm going to be living for the next, 6 months or whatever it is, from September to January, hopefully February if you're Tom Brady. I also have to look at the supporting cast, because going back to what I was just saying, part of the reason why Tom Brady was so bad last year by his standards again was because of his supporting cast. His receivers ranked 32nd, dead last in the league in separation on targets. Dead last. So that's obviously something that he's going to want to improve whether he's here or not. The place that I really look at as kind of a perfect landing spot for both the organization that he'd be going to and also Brady would be the LA Chargers. I look at that team, I see Keenan Allen, I see Mike Williams, I see Hunter Henry at tight end, who is a free agent, but they could bring him back. Austin Eckler is a nice pass-catching back, a good young defense that has a couple of different players that could be defensive player of the year candidates on any given year, like a Joey Bosa or a Derwin James. And I look at that team and I see LA. I see how living in that space is pretty fun. Trust me, I can speak from experience. And he's a California guy. I see that team as probably the best kind of situation overall for Tom Brady. But the question is, and of course the Chargers would love to have Tom Brady to start to fill some seats in that new stadium over the next couple of years. But I think that the biggest thing for Tom Brady is that coming back here still gives him the best chance to win. It still gives him the comfort level of being in the same organization, the same offense for the last 20 years. And I would still stay here if I was him. But the Patriots need to help him out, because he's no longer the quarterback that's going to take a mediocre to below average supporting cast and turn it into, turn water into wine, so to speak. He's not that guy anymore, so the Patriots need to help him out if he's going to stay.
This press pass is brought to you by betonline.ag. Head to their website, enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. For all the rest of our off-season coverage, head to our website at CLNSmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.